This is Brother Jamal coming to you again on my YouTube channel. This is the second, inshallah, this is the second part of the video that we said we was going to bring you. We just placed the first one um, on some spots and groups and stuff where you can get a chance to view it. This is part two of Talk and Advice. We brought you the first segment. This is the second segment of that talk. We were saying in the first part of the video that, and we want to just emphasize this again in this second video, this second part. We do believe that Abdul Sharif, our brother, we believe that he was murdered here in Des Moines, Iowa. The authorities ruled it suicide. We do not believe that. We believe that he was murdered. And that's what we stand by. That's what we hold firm to. We believe that Abdul Sharif was murdered here in Des Moines, Iowa. Our brother who went missing almost close to a year. And so his mother said that she did not believe her son committed suicide. That's what the authorities ruled out, and we do not believe that. We believe that he was murdered. And as we have stated before, in Islam there is no such thing as suicide. So we just want to make that clear in this second part of the video. Once again, as I said, this video is entitled Talk and Advice. The talk and the advice kind of combination of two things that kind of go together hand in hand. I mentioned earlier, and I want to emphasize this again, as people get into the holidays, you see more people depressed during the holidays. You see the suicide rate, it goes up during the holidays. And with the virus going on too, it kind of ups everything, and people are on edge. People get real upset about the simplest thing, and at the same time I continue to say, do not be shocked, do not be surprised at what you may hear, what you may see, what you may witness. Do not be shocked and surprised about it all, because we are in a time that nothing should surprise you. Whatever you maybe think that you have seen, you may hear, witness something that's more shocking than that. So do not be surprised. Between now and the end of the year, and even after the end of the year, do not be shocked and surprised. The other thing is, I'm not going to get too much into it. Inshallah, we're working on some, preparing some series of videos on the New World Order, because all of this is going into getting people's minds brainwashed, manipulating the people. This is what we see happening, and the media plays a big part in setting the mind of the people, getting in a state of a mindset in a certain frame to begin to accept certain things, begin to, and this is psychologically. They do this through a psychological approach. All of the commercials that you see on TV and the ads that they run, there's psychology behind all of that. And the psychology is to go straight at the person's mind. And most, I have to say, most people, they believe whatever they see or read, hear in the media. Most people believe that. They believe it as the gospel truth. They don't question it, they believe it. And so this is why it's so easy for them to brainwash the public, because most of the public believe whatever is written, whatever is said, whatever is done, they believe it. The other thing is too, we continue, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but the call for justice is still a call. The call for justice. Now that may take, you may think that the movement has stopped. No. as long as there's injustice, there is a need for the movement to continue. So you may not see the people out like you did some time ago, but the need and the push for justice is still a cry, it's still a call. See, it hadn't went away because injustice is still taking place, you know. So there's still a need for justice. There's still a need to maintain justice, I should say, because injustice is still there. So just because we don't see it, we don't hear it, we don't witness it, it's still going on. It's still happening. You know, it's still there, and that's a big concern. Uh, the young people, the youth, who have stepped up and stepped into leadership and doing all the protesting and marching and all the stuff that has went on as we approach the end of this year. This is from Allah. Allah used the young people to bring all of this to the forefront. Whether we like it, whether we like the organization, whether we like the groups, the individuals, that's not the issue. The issue is this needed to be brought to the forefront. See, somebody had to pick up the baton and take it to another level. See, had to take this thing to another level. And the work is not over with because there's still injustice. So the work is not over with. There's still a need to push forward. See? So when you talk about oppression and you talk about injustice and you talk about the push for freedom, that's not over with. That's still a cry. That's still a move. That's still a push. So there's a need for that to continue to go on. The thing is that what happened, people get so consumed by the holidays. See, that's another way that these people work this thing, is people get so consumed by the holidays and they end up spending so much money, getting themselves in so much debt, and then the sale of alcohol, which consumes the people. You know, when people are depressed and when people are sad and when people are lonely, they consume to get high more. They consume to drink more. See, and all of this is part of the movement for justice. All of this, because look at the money that the merchants make off of the suffering of the people. They don't care anything about the well-being of the people. All they care about is consuming and making money. So the merchants, they push this holiday thing. It's all about money, y'all. It's all about making money, making a profit. That's what everything is about. Forget about the human being. Forget about the purpose of a person's life. Forget about the purpose of a person's well-being. All of these people think about is making money. That's it. And then what the average human being end up doing, they get consumed by the commercials. The commercials are psychologically to capture the people's minds, to make them go spend their money. Even when they don't have the money, they go spend it. People get themselves in debt, getting loans. They end up all the year trying to pay off and get themselves out of debt. That's part of that injustice that goes on with this system. It happens. See? And so we are saying this is part of this whole movement. So once again, I wanted to bring this second part to you and to say that the holidays is something that's so devastating to so many people because it consumes people. I mean, seriously, y'all, this is serious. It consumes people, and it sends people into depression. And the suicide rate, especially in the black community, and the whole idea of the hurting and disruption that goes on in the black community, and you see the suicide rate even among the general population. It goes up during the holidays, and with this time that we're living in, because of the viruses out here, they're even cautioning people about gathering. Now I know people gonna go ahead and do it anyway, because once again, if you had an option of people being taking precaution, being safe, and not gathering versus going and celebrating the holidays, most people would be able to risk going and celebrating the holidays than to be cautious. They would be able to risk that. They would go ahead and risk it, because that's how consumed people are with holidays, with buying gifts and being in large crowds and groups of people's homes. That's how consumed people are. And so what you'll probably see is people will go ahead and disregard that. So once again, I want to bring you this video. This is Talk and Advice. You can catch us YouTube channel. I'll post this in as many places I can. If you have any feedback, any questions, anything, please let us know.